Adam of AdamBetweenTheWorlds.com here, and you, my friend, are a medium. Or are you? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you the 11 telltale signs that you are indeed a medium, and if you can take at least half of these, you may want to think about developing and practicing your skills. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And it's a hot day. It's 90 degrees even here in the Catskills. So let's head on inside. Mediums heal, and mediumship is a gift. Every day I get to connect with these beautiful, amazing souls and experience their joy and their unconditional love. And I get to bring through messages that helps people to heal, to help them to process their grief, to help them to feel good again, to help them to see the joy in life again, to help them to understand that there's no death, there's only life. And when we lose the fear of dying, we lose the fear of living. So what I'm going to do is share with you the 11 signs, and you may not be able to relate to all of them, but if you can relate to most of these signs, then chances are that you're a medium also, and that Spirit has chosen you. It's not the other way around. Spirit chooses us to be messengers for those in the living. And by the way, being a medium doesn't limit you just to the spirit world. It gives you also the tools and the ability to connect with your guides and your angels as well. So let's jump into these 11 signs right now. First sign is probably the most obvious, and that is that you've seen ghosts, or you've seen apparitions, or you've seen movement out of the corner of your eyes. So the first sign is visual, and most people have at one time or another seen a ghost or thought that they have, but if this has happened to you with a fair degree of regularity, especially when you were younger, when you were a child, that is a sign that you are a medium. Now keep in mind that you may not get all of these 11 signs, but if you have a good portion of them, you probably are a medium and have the ability to heal people through your ability to connect to the spirit world. So second sign is that you can feel energies, or you can sense feelings. Sometimes I'll feel brushes on my hair, or I'll feel taps. If you're able to, say, sense people's moods or energies, or sense energy fluctuations in your house, or if you go out into nature and you feel warm spots or cool spots, or if you feel spirit activity, not necessarily communicating with them, but you can actually feel them, there is a very good chance that you have mediumship abilities. So the sign number 3 is that you had imaginary friends growing up, and maybe you still do. I still have imaginary friends, and I used to talk to them, and yes, growing up I saw spirits, I felt energies, and I had imaginary friends. And very often, if you have children and they have an imaginary friend, it's actually healthy to foster that. I mean, in some cases it is imagination playing out, but very often these imaginary friends are spirit guides or spirit loved ones that have come to play with your child. So the fourth sign is that you actually can hear voices. Have you ever heard the sound of somebody calling your name and there's nobody there? That used to happen to me a lot. It does now occasionally, but I've learned how to listen to my guides and those on the other side so they don't have to call out like they used to. But if you're hearing that, or if you hear things like ethereal music, I hear that all the time. And when it first started to happen, I'd be looking around being like, who has the darn radio on? Oh, nobody. It's energy, it's music. The ability to hear voices, hear your names. Sometimes it's called clairaudience, and sometimes when you hear voices, it sounds like it's in your own head and in your own voice, and sometimes those are messages, but very often you'll hear that. The fifth sign is that you get prophetic dreams, or you have a very vivid dream life, and you sometimes see or interact with people on the other side. If you get those types of dreams, that there is a very good chance that you are a medium, or that you have these natural abilities. Are you getting any of these signs or any other signs that may be that you're a medium? Well, if so, please feel free to comment down below. I will read and respond to your comments. Number 6 on the list is that thoughts can come to you just seemingly out of the blue. Like, say, there's something on your mind or you have a decision to make, and all of a sudden a thought comes in and you don't know where that comes from. Or if somebody asks you for advice and then a thought seems to come in, that may be a sign that one of your guides or one of your loved ones is actually with you, giving you those thoughts or planting those in your head. And that indeed is also a sign that maybe you are a psychic medium. The seventh sign is that you get a lot of synchronicities. Like repeating numbers are a big one. If you see a lot of 11 11s or 3 3 3s or 4 4 4s, chances are that spirit trying to get your attention to let you know that you have the ability to tap into the spirit world as well as into the realm of your guides and angels and get messages for the living. Pay attention to that and other synchronicities, like say you think of somebody that crossed over and then somebody passes on the street that looked just like them, or somebody drives a car that they drove, or you see coins or cardinals. When you get a lot of synchronicity, it is a sign that you are tapped into the spirit world and they want to communicate to you or through you. The eighth sign is finding feathers or birds flying up to you quite often, or you see cardinals quite frequently or eagles. In Native American religions and studies, birds are said to be the messengers of the spirit world. So if you have an affinity with birds, or you're just really into birds, or you like to feed them or have bird houses, that is also an indicator that you are connected to the spirit world. I found these feathers a while ago. I think that you can see them. I think this one is a turkey feather. I'm not sure about this one though. It may be some kind of a adolescent hawk, but I'm not sure about this one. And the first time that I ever did mediumship to a large group, that was the Queen Psychic Club back in 2001, I believe. And I had over 100 people. It was a big, big event. I was really nervous. Lots of panting and hand sweating and all that kind of good stuff. But I got there. I trusted Spirit brought some really amazing messages through. And then when I was done and I was getting ready to go to my car, I found a little white feather right on the ground, right next to the driver's door. And I took that as a sign from Spirit that I was on the right path. So another sign is that you get a lot of orbs in your photos. And here's one of my son in the apple orchard. Um, I think it's over here. And that's called an illuminated orb. Sometimes you get what's called dust orbs, which honestly, with photography, you have to make sure there's no dust on the lens. But dust orbs are really very spherical, and they're actually energies or spirits. And there's also what's called lightning orbs, where you can get like a flash of light going through you, and sometimes you can get like apparitions around you. If you get photos taken of you and you find orbs or apparitions around you, or when you take photos, you get a lot of these types of orbs, there's a good chance that you are a medium. Number 10 is that you're drawn to things like divination, like tarot cards or the Ouija board, or you're drawn to psychics on TV. Like I started to watch John Edwards' show, and that's how I started to know that maybe I was a medium and I was getting a lot of signs. So I chose to develop it actually after my brother passed and my mom was a mess and I couldn't really help her. And I got a lot of these signs that I could do this. The 11th sign is physical phenomena. Like say you feel brushes or things move around you, or you can feel energy in your body or going through your body or coming out of your hands. These are also very powerful indicators that you're tuned into higher vibrations and higher frequencies, and that includes your spirit loved ones and your spirit guides. So there you have it. Those are the 11 signs. Again, if there's a 12th one that I missed, please comment it down below. And please like this video, give it a thumbs up. This will tell YouTube to share it with more people and get this free information out to more people. And if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. Hit that little bell to get notified when I do free live mediumship events and when I release new videos. And please stay connected. This is a community. The Medium channel is a community, and we're here to help humankind through the Great Awakening, through the shift in consciousness, I use mediumship and psychic development as my platform because mediumship is my spirituality. Until next time, stay safe, everyone, and namaste.